I was just watching a show. It hasn't released yet. They sent me an early link, and it was talking about, it was showing this guy who he was into all this stuff. He was into all this kinky stuff, and he would go to, the strip clubs, and he saw this. It was a stripper who saw him, and she liked him, and she wanted him. And so she, started plotting and planning that she was going to do whatever it took to get him. And put the seduction on him, got him, locked him in. He fell in love, didn't know what hit him, got married. They married, doing their thing as a married couple. He started cheating with a porn star, and the wife gets mad, calls the porn star, tell her, if I can't have you, nobody can. If I can't have him, no other woman can. Kills the husband. He had 10 million. He's worth 10 million. The millions would have went to the wife, but his will said his assets goes to his mother if he dies before she does. So then the woman had his mother killed, who was in her 80s. So I say that to say, the Bible says the wages of sin is death. And I want you to think about that, especially to these fellas. And I see this happen a lot. We saw Steve McNair, the NFL quarterback, who was married and then got with this woman on the side and then was found dead. We don't know what happened, but at the same time, we know it was an affair. We know it was this woman over here, and then he's killed. And they say she killed him and killed herself. Don't know what happened, but when you think about it, now you see these situations where guys getting with girls who, come from a different walk of life, and they money focused. They focus on money, and the next thing you know, the guy gets set up, he gets robbed, or the guy gets killed. And I want y'all fellas to think about this, what your little head can get you into. You got to start listening to this head and doing what's right. You listening to the wrong head and you following lust, and you got to ask yourself, what if my lust can cost my mother her life? What if me being nasty, wanting to cheat, wanting to sleep around, wanting to fulfill lust in the wrong places with the wrong people can not only cost me my life or my wealth or my health, but cost someone else that I love who had nothing to do with my actions? What if it can cost them? Because see, and I think about this, and this is why I don't cheat. This is why I'm 100% faithful, because I could mess with this woman over here who could be bat crazy. And just because she good in bed, you messing with her, but she bat crazy, and the next thing you know, she kill your wife, who you still love, but you're not in love with, but you chasing after lust, you living in sin. Now the wages of sin is death. This is a real story. It's going to come on soon when this TV show I'll be watching, American Greed. It's a real story. This man got money. He living his life, doing his thing. He partying, doing all this, got caught up by Jezebel's spirit, and lost his life early. And not only him, but his mother, who had nothing to do with his mess, was killed as well. Hey, think about this when you start listening to the wrong head. You got to use your mind. You got to live righteous. You got to know what you're doing, because one wrong mistake, you might get away with it with the first 10 women. But woman number 11, you might get away with it with the first 50 women. Woman number 51 can cost you everything. So man up and settle down. Man up and settle down. Get you one woman and love her with everything in you. And I guarantee you, you will be happier, you will be healthier, and you will be wealthier. One woman, and make sure the woman you choose is a good woman. Now you don't go out here and choose based on lust and then get dogged out and get hurt because you chose a woman who was not ready for a relationship because of your bad judgment, because of where you were choosing from, and then come hollering, oh, all women ain't good, and these women ain't this, and these women worse than men. No, it's because you chose based on the wrong things. You chose based on lust instead of character and real love. And that's why you got cheated on. That's why you got dogged out. Or because you chose wrong and then you did her wrong. And then she retaliated. That's why you got dogged out. That's why you got did wrong. But if you are a good man and you know character, you know what character is, and you choose a good woman with a good character, and you love her with all of your heart, and you faithful to her to where she ain't got to catch you up and stuff, then guess what? You should end up with a great marriage and a happy life. I'm just telling you what I'm living. When I used to be living a different way as a young man, and I see what a lot of men are living, and I see how and why you are losing, and it's because you cannot control and maintain your lust. And because you keep giving into your youthful lust, it keeps costing you, and you can't build your business and your brand and your life to the level it needs to be because you don't know how to stop playing games and get serious about life. Hey, this is Tony Gasson. God bless you. We'll talk soon.